Hey, hey, hey. What's up, my loves and fellow creators? There we go. I'm not going to get enough of this echo. All right, so I got y'all going here. Today, we're going to do our brief demonstration of course and template number 199. Can y'all believe it? Template number 199. We've been on the move. Congratulations to you all who have been utilizing these tools to grow your businesses. Listen, I'm so proud of y'all. I don't even post the designs in the group anymore, and y'all are just going at it. So I know that that you're using these to do the most in your business, but I also want to encourage you to use them for things other than t-shirts, banners, flyers, backdrops. If you're planning events, using the templates for that. These templates are so incredibly versatile. I'm going to show you that today. So we're going to flip template number 199. Let me get ready to share my screen. Boom, and there it is. Let me know if y'all can see my screen here. All right. I see it. So this is a template. You're going to be able to use it for so many different things. I just want to start showing you some versatility. So Valentines is coming up. You have anniversaries, weddings. This is a quinceañera, right? So many different ways that you'll be able to use these. So we're going to flip this back to more like a Valentine's Day type of couples idea. And then I want you all to tell me in the chat because I want to start showing you all that these things can be done in 10 minutes tops. 5 minutes is pretty much what you'll be able to do these in, since we're using the smart colors and the smart features with the templates. So while I'm working on this flip, I would love for you all to give me a theme really quick that y'all will want to see me change this to. And I'll pick some colors and text and change out the image, and we'll make it do what it do. Okay? All right, let's go. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and figure out what the source image is going to be here. So I'm going to go to my photo. And then the photo is in two different places here, but when you change it out, it'll change in both places. So I'll double click on the photo. And then typically I would go to File, Place Embedded, and I would place our image. And I want you to keep in mind here, the reason why I have the photo a little bit lower here is because it's a heart. You don't want to put stuff up too high, but you'll see this in just a moment. So if you just pretty much go off of where the height of the current image is, you're going to be A-okay. So I would have done File, Place Embedded, and I'm just going to do it just so that you see the entire effort here. Place Embedded, I'll go Place, and then I'm going to scale it so that it is the size about of where I want this to be. Boom. Hit Enter to lock in that transformation. Okay, now make sure that all the other layers are turned off. Close out, and I hit yes to save those changes. Now all of a sudden it'll go from the quinceañera photo to the couple photo. Boom, easy peasy. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a couple of colors from my graphic. So if you have a logo, you can grab the colors from your logo. If you know the hex code, because it's a business and they use very specific hex codes, or a sports team, that could be the way that you gather those colors as well. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here. And let's go ahead and change out our colors here. So I'm actually going to use the eyedropper tool to pick a color from her shirt. So I'm going to pick this red as number 1. I'm going to double click here, and then I'm going to hit Add to Swatches. And I'm just going to call that 1. I'm going to take off the add to my current library because it does slow down your computer. It's trying to access the internet through Adobe Cloud, and it will cause you trouble. So let's just hit OK here. Now I'm going to choose my second color, which I'll come down here and choose, let's see, maybe this bluish color here. It's kind of hard to find it. There it is, so like a dark blue there. And then I have to hit Add to Swatches. I'm just going to put number 2 there, take off the add to my current library. OK. All right. And let's see what's next. I can just hit cancel here because I've already selected my 2 colors. Now, you can usually what I do is I set my primary color as color number 1. So if I want my primary color to be red, I'm going to double click on color number 1. And I like to duplicate the layer only because I want to keep that layer that I had before. And then we can go ahead and without even double clicking on that, we can come over to our swatches. And let me close this down so you can see where it ends up. Usually ends up there right at the end. And you'll see the red that we chose and the blue. So if you just click on the red, it'll automatically change that swatch to red. Let's hit yes to update the changes. Boom. And then color number 2, we'll double click on that. Let's go ahead and duplicate that layer. And let's change it to the dark blue. And keep in mind, whenever you're using the coloring feature in Photoshop, you need to be very aware of the mode, the blend mode that is recoloring the image underneath. So in this case, the reason why the flowers look really light blue is because of the blend mode and also because of the levels. So if we need to change the levels and make more intensity between the shadows, I have some levels set up in here for you. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to create a level if you don't have one. Check this out. We're going to, I'm remixing over here. We're going to come down to the bottom here and we're going to create a new level, right? And I want you to see what that level does. Depending on what colors you already have in it, you see how it's intensifying the midtones there. I can change my highlights. I can bring them a little bit brighter. I can change my shadows. So you see how just changing those levels intensify the color and how that color applies to the image underneath. So really cool thing here, especially when you're recoloring images. I'm also going to go ahead and add a black and white layer here, just in case that is helpful for you. Sometimes it's helpful when you're recoloring the image to change it to grayscale before you start recoloring it. So that's that. And then you have the background here with the roses, and I'm actually going to go ahead and group these, Control G to group those. And I'm going to call that the roses background. And then we have the clouds background as well. And you'll get both of those in this template. So I'm going to show you what it looks like if you do the clouds background. It's there for you. And I want you to see that you have the option to change the clouds background to whatever the color that you want it to be. You can do a duotone here. Of course, you can turn on the levels and you can really, like I said before, affect change here by changing out the levels and how you want the intensity of the color to be. And then this one, the reason why it's there is because you see the black down here at the bottom, the darkest dark was set there. So we can kind of play with that and get the color to do what we want it to do. Okay, so I'm going to set it back to the blue there. I think the blue looks lovely. And you see that you have so much going on here. Now, I also want to put you on to game that you can change the frame of the heart to silver or gold. So if you go to the gold here, same thing I told you about the black and white levels. The black and white layer here, so you can turn the black and white on. And then you also have levels. So if you want to make it a lighter, brighter silver or a darker silver, a lighter, brighter gold or darker gold, you can do that right there with the heart. So I'm going to make this heart silver since it was gold for the quinceañera. And for the text here, what I want you to do is go to the text. So I have a text called Always and Forever, and then one for the quinceañera. And it's basically it is going to change colors based on the smart colors that you chose. So that's what makes it a lot simpler just to go in and start creating. That's what makes these 5-minute templates, y'all. All right, so let's say for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and activate the Always and Forever because it's already there. Of course, if you want to, let's say, have an additional layer of text, go to where it says Always and Forever. Make sure that if you want to duplicate this, that you select the name where the text layer is, and then you hold down Shift and also select the smart colors with it, right? Then you can right click and you can duplicate those layers. Hit OK. And then check this out. I have a copy of that text. So I'm not going to give you all a whole bunch of text. I'm just going to give you a couple of pieces of text that you can duplicate and make it whatever you want. Okay. Now I'm going to delete that. And we are going to, real quick, go with whatever y'all got me for the top of the dome. Let's see what y'all got me today. All right, we got a memorial or a cute baby or memorial heavenly birthday. Of course, we can always do a memorial. Let's flip it into a memorial. So we have a couple of celebratory things here, and we could do a celebration of life as well. Let's do it. So let me find a photo. Who is one of your favorite celebrities that may have passed away? Well, that did pass away, because I don't want to create a memorial design. It's not a memorial. So y'all give me a little information on that, and I'm going to look it up, and I'm going to show you in real time how quick we can get this done. Let me know. I'm waiting on, I know there's like a 15-second delay on YouTube. So I'm giving y'all a little moment to give me that. As a matter of fact, I know we can always do a Whitney Houston image. All right, so I'm looking up Whitney Houston right now, and I want to find a beautiful image. I think that's one of the most gorgeous images of her, and she's smiling. So I'm going to go with that. And this is not a high resolution image. Let me show you how to find a high resolution image. Let's go to Tools, Size, and Large. And then that way I'm only going to get large images. Yep, Tampa Barbecue Queens, great minds think alike. All right, so let's see. I'm looking for large images here. I want something that I feel will be easier to cut out the background. I think that's a nice image too. I really like that image of her. So let's do this. Let's right click and let's go to open image in a new tab. I do that instead of just willy-nilly downloading stuff, because I want to make sure it's actually a large size image. So now I can right click and I can save image as. I'll save it in my downloads. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull it into remove BG. This is really my process, y'all. I really use remove BG like this. All right, so then I would download the HD version of it, use up one of my credits, because I would want it to be a high resolution image. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and download that one. Now, let's time this. It is 12:19. Let's see how fast we can do a template flip. Let's go to the photo, double click on the photo. We're going to go ahead and we could do file, place embedded. Place embedded, and I'm going to place it from my downloads folder. Boom, diddly, and I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit bigger here. Let's turn off the existing image. Yes to save those changes. All right, and there we are. Lovely. Now you see that some of her arm is popping out down here because it's a little wide. I'm going to go to the layer mask that is on the photo pop-out frame. On that layer mask, I'm going to use my paintbrush tool, and I'm going to use black to conceal because white reveals. And I'm just going to get rid of that part that's hanging out there from the bottom of the heart. It's already looking phenomenal. Now for this one, I may want to go with, maybe I'll do like a pink and bronze type of theme here. So let's go ahead and pick a color. So we'll pick the color from her dress here. It's a little bit washed out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of amp it up just a little bit. Okay. And then that'll be my color number 1. So I'm going to add the swatches, name that my color number 1. And then my color number 2, maybe I'll choose this darker color here. It's a little purpley, which I like that. So let's add that to swatches. Color number 2, boom, and then hit cancel. Let's change out color number 1 and color number 2. So here we go. I'm going to duplicate the layer, go to my swatches, and change this one out to color number 1. Go ahead and let that update, and then we'll double click on color number 2, duplicate that layer, boom, change it to this Did I? Oh, I didn't save the other color. See the Billy Gumdrop? That purple color? I needed to add it to my swatches. I thought I did, but maybe I did not. Or sometimes what will happen too, if you have too many swatches saved, I did save it. It just didn't save it to the end there. Sometimes it won't save it to the end, but you could look up top here and it'll be right up top. Okay, so there it was. And I almost picked the identical color. All right, so let's change that out. All right, so already this is looking like a totally different design. All right, and let's go ahead and figure out what we want to do with the roses here. I'm going to go to my roses. And if you right click, go to the specific rose, it will actually pull up the smart color there. So I can decide, do I want my roses to be the neutral color or do I want it to be that purplish color? I think I like that. I could also decide, do I want it to have the levels on there and do I want to adjust the levels? So if you adjust the levels, watch how the color takes on better depending on the type of color that you have selected and also the shadows, midtones, and the highlights. Right? So I think that is pretty much it. I could go ahead and save this right now. Of course, probably would want to change out the text there. And in order to change out the text, I would just take my always and forever and I would duplicate that group. And then I would say, let's go in here and I'm going to call this in loving memory. Right? So then for the always and forever, double click on the T in loving memory. And then I'm going to reduce this a little bit. So I'm going to choose my move tool. I'm going to squish this in a little bit here. And then if it looks too squished, then I will also squish it from the bottom up. All right. And then where it says love you, I can double click there. And then I can put text there. I can put a song, like I can put I will always love you, whatever you want to put. But the idea is that you have these systems in place to design in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, y'all. Okay. And let's say I wanted to go with the roses in the background instead of the clouds. Let's see what the roses look like. Boom, it's there. It's in there like swimwear. Do y'all see that? Okay. Real quick. I told you I like to do the thinking for y'all so y'all can worry about the thing that I want you to think about is growing and scaling your business, getting orders, making people like ecstatic to be a customer and a client of yours, and really getting to the money so that you can buy back your time. You can spend more time with your family. You can vacation. Matter of fact, you can work on vacation. You can be a digital nomad just like me if you want to. All right. So in this case, like I will probably change out the color of the text here because it is conflicting, but just to show you that pretty much you're going to end up with something that's ready to go. I also want y'all to see there's some little tiny hearts on here and there's a group called Tiny Hearts. So if you want to turn those little hearts off, they're like little accents in here. You can actually go to the layers and turn off the tiny hearts. So there you go. And I'm going to go ahead and leave all this on there. I'll take the photo of Whitney though, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to give y'all that because I don't want nobody saying I'm trying to sell Whitney stuff. So we'll do a color overlay here. Boom. Let's make it like there. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll do this to the image so that you can see what it would look like. So let's do a color overlay here. Boom, diddly boom. Oh, color overlay is going to be in the FX. Boom. Let's go with black. And then instead of the blend mode being color, it's going to be normal. And this is how you get a silhouette. If you didn't know how to make a silhouette, now you know. So let's go ahead and I'm going to rasterize the layer style so that it will no longer be that photo. And you get the effect, but you don't get the photo. You see that? All right, so like I said, I'll give y'all all of these. I'm going to go ahead and I'll put the quinceañera one back up there because I felt like that one was something a little different. I want y'all to know that I want y'all to do birthdays, any occasion that somebody is wanting to pay to have custom features, custom designs, custom graphics. Make sure that you're really showing people that you can do those variations, okay? All right, all right. So listen. Yes, in there like swimwear. He's so funny. All right, so that's it, loves. This is class number 199. So I want you all to go ahead and if you are, well, the class won't be available until 7. Class starts at 8. The reason why I do that is because if you cannot download the file before class and it opens up at 7, you should not be in class. I have to do that, y'all. I hate that I have to do that, but I have to do that because some people will have slow computers and then they'll be holding up progress for everybody else. And it's really unfair and to aggravating to say the least. Okay. So what you'll be able to do, you can download the class at 7. You'll be ready for class at 8. It'll tell you the fonts that you need to download and everything too. Real simple. And then Coach Chrissy will lead you through course today and make sure that everything we did in this video, you can do plus some, and also making sure that if you get stuck, she can get you right on up out the mud. Okay. That's the whole reason why we do the live classes on Wednesday. If you are a VIP member or a Platinum VIP member, you are able to take the live classes for free every Wednesday. If you are not a VIP member or a Platinum VIP member, then you do have to purchase the live course, and it is $97 for every live course. If you think you want to take live courses, I'm going to highly, highly suggest that you go ahead and do the membership, which is $97 for the regular VIP for the entire month. And you can come to any of the live classes that we have. We have 4 live classes every single month. So if you're going to buy one class, you might as well get the subscription, and then you will automatically unlock new classes every single week on top of the classes that you are currently taking live. So you'll unlock 8 templates every single month as a new member. Okay. Heck of a deal. I don't know anybody else doing it like that. I do it so y'all can hit the ground running and essentially have no excuse why you aren't making money in your business right now. Okay. All right. All right. So that's it. Y'all know the deal. I appreciate you. Oh, wait, let me change this image back because if I don't, I'm going to be sitting here and giving y'all the incorrect colors. I'm switching my colors back here for y'all. So y'all have the original color palette, original image. Boom, boom. This, y'all, just so many different variations, whether we're using the roses, the clouds, it's just phenomenal. And I'm not just saying that because it's my work. Like, I really feel like you all are the reason why these templates come together, because you all tell me what it is that you need. You give me an idea of what would help you to make business smoother, because here's the thing. I want business to be easy for you. I want the hardest thing that you have to do is decide whether you're going to spend time with your family or make some money today. That's what should be hard. Okay. Not actually doing the business. This stuff it really is a simple system. I've done my best to make sure that these tools are easy to use and help you get to, get to being productive as soon as you even put these into play. Oh, and then with the Remembrance one, I forgot I had a dove or 2 in there. Y'all are able to use those doves too if you wanted to do that for the Whitney one, but it's in there. Okay. Zena, you are absolutely welcome, my love. I appreciate y'all. And I love y'all dearly. And until next time, bye. Peace.